enjoying this conference and hope you will learn a lot about AI and what it can bring to developers. So my name is Sjoukje Zaal. I'm the Cloud and AI lead for North and Central Europe at Capgemini. And like Stacey already mentioned, I'm a Microsoft Regional Director and an MVP. And I'm very excited to be here today to talk to you about Azure OpenAI. And together with Henk, I will give you an introduction of what cool features it can bring to build applications on top of it. In no time in history has a technology, or basically any kind of innovation, captured our attention so quickly and reached the adoption level so quickly as with ChatGPT. In a couple of months, it scaled to 100 million users. And I truly believe that this is going to change all of our lives in a very meaningful way. If we look at the traditional approach of AI model development, it involves training a model on a very specific data set with a very specific task in mind. For example, if you have a sentiment analysis model, it requires a very specific data set to train the model, and this can be a huge bottleneck in training machine learning models. The future of AI is that we'll be using models that are flexible, reusable, and that can be applied to almost any domain or any industry task, like with foundation models. A foundation model is trained on a large amount of unlabeled data, which means that it can be used on a wide variety of tasks. And these models capture general patterns and structures of data, and they can replace these task-specific models by unifying them into one or integrating several models together. And this model offers you advanced text generation capabilities, so it can be used in a wide variety of applications that we use on a daily basis nowadays. It can draft emails for you, and it can generate articles for you. But it can also even write poetry or create programming code. And it has the ability to answer questions and translate between spoken languages and computer languages. And this makes it a very effective model to be used in the different products of Microsoft. So let's see how OpenAI fits inside of the Azure landscape. Microsoft has now embedded OpenAI in lots of their products, in their productivity suite, with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, but also in their search engines and in the low-code and no-code solutions, like Power BI or Power Apps. Azure OpenAI, which is the service that integrates the OpenAI models and the research into the Azure ecosystem, and which can be used to build your own applications on top of it. And at the core, there is Azure Machine Learning, the massive scale AI infrastructure platform that is used to train all the different models. So what does Azure OpenAI have to offer? A foundation of enterprise security with all the highest security standards, where your data is private and it remains in your own tenant, and none of it is used to train the systems or train the machine learning models. It provides you with OpenAI models, including the most recent GPT-4 model, which can deliver even more accurate results. GPT-4, the latest model from OpenAI. It achieves human-level performance on text generation, and it lets you steer it with nuanced instructions. So there was a time in the past where prompt engineering was really considered an art, and it really took a lot of coaxing to let the models actually do what you needed to do. But not anymore with GPT-4. Just with a few instructions, you can create really cool things with it. And to interact with these models and give them those instructions, you use prompt engineering. And I think this is a really good description of what prompt engineering actually is. It is a concept in natural language processing that involves embedding descriptions of tasks in input to prompt a model to output the desired results. And here you can see a couple of examples of prompt engineering in Azure OpenAI and the responses that you get back from the model. First, you can let it generate text by writing a tagline for the Microsoft Build event in the Netherlands, and you can see the response that comes back from the model. But it can not only be used for text, but you can also use it to generate SQL queries for you. First, you describe the table, And then you ask the model to create the query to return all the customers named Jane in Texas. And you can not only use it for text generation, but you can also use it to create images. You can see here a photorealistic image of a filled conference room with an epic presenter on the stage. Looks really cool. But now you can also bring your own data to Azure OpenAI. And Henk will now show you how you can customize Azure OpenAI to actually use that data. So I will now hand over to Henk.